Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to the Ibtada podcast episode 1, and my name is Manahil Asim and I'll be your host for today. And I'm here with our guest Haider Umar, who is a rising music artist and producer, and we will be talking about how he used music to gain popularity from TikTok. Can you introduce a bit about yourself, what you do and what your genre is?
So I'm a indie pop based musician and artist, and I've been doing music since around 5 to 6 years now. And recently, with the rise of digital media such as TikTok and Instagram Reels, a lot of the industry has changed. So I'm looking forward to talking about that today.
Do you think that many new artists are using TikTok to succeed in their music career?
100%. I think TikTok has paved the way for a lot of artists that are not signed to big record labels or big companies that just throw around money towards marketing. But TikTok has made it easy for anyone who has a phone and an internet connection to market their content and make sure that that content reaches a much wider audience than it was reaching before.
But do you not think that that creates a sense of pressure on them to always make like viral content and not really focus on music and make content?
So, as an artist, that pressure has always been there. First, that pressure was getting signed to a big label or a big business. And if anything, now that pressure has been divided because you don't just have one option anymore. You can just market your content yourself and see where that takes you.
But like not all good music artists are good at creating content. So isn't their focus shifting from that to from music mainly to creating content?
So I get why people feel that way, but the thing is that you don't necessarily have to create viral content. There will always be a niche for your audience. And even if you're just opening your phone's camera, putting it up on a tripod and recording what you're doing, how you're making your music and what you do on a daily basis, there will even be an audience that wants to see that. So I don't think artists themselves should be taking pressure regarding that.
Apart from this, also that have you ever noticed that only a snippet of a song mainly gets viral? So do you think that the way people make music, or in your experience, how has that changed?
So, yes, snippets of songs do very often go viral, but the thing is, people are severely interested in how artists are making music. I myself have documented some of the stuff that I've been doing, and I've gotten great feedback because the general audience that listens to music is actually clueless about how we make that music. So, it's not just making content, but also educating them on how you're giving them the product that you're providing them.
So, in your personal experience, do you think that TikTok translates to a long-term success, or is this just for the time being?
So I think consistency is key with anything, as we've seen with YouTube in the past, which has been around for decades now. There are people who started like 15, 20 years ago and they're still relevant, but the key is mainly consistency. You have to be good at what you're doing and be passionate about it, because if you're passionate and you keep on doing that day in and day out, you're bound to get a good response one day.
So, what advice would you give to new upcoming music artists?
So the top advice that I would give is just keep going at it. If you're passionate about making music, just set up your camera and just show people how you're doing, what you're doing, and keep going at it, because sooner or later the algorithm on TikTok is bound to catch up, and that's when your content will eventually reach a wider audience.
Thank you guys for watching the Ibtada podcast with us, and I would also like to thank our guest Haider Umar, who gave us a very inspiring view on this. Like, share and subscribe.